For millennia, humans gazed at the skies, captivated by the effortless flight of birds, and dreamed of soaring among the clouds. This dream, a deep-seated yearning for freedom from earthly bounds, has fueled some of humanity's greatest ambitions. It's a story not just of machines, but of relentless spirit and unyielding curiosity. How did we transform this ancient fantasy into our daily reality, connecting continents in a matter of hours? Our journey begins not with engines and metal, but with ink on parchment, lit by the flicker of a single candle. Centuries before the first flight, brilliant minds like Leonardo da Vinci sketched the impossible. His notebooks are filled with intricate designs for ornithopters, machines with flapping wings mimicking the anatomy of bats and birds. These were not blueprints for construction, but rather profound explorations of an idea, the first whispers of a revolution, proving that the dream of flight was taking root in the fertile ground of human intellect. As centuries passed, the dream evolved from abstract thought into tangible experiments. The 19th century saw brave pioneers, the glider men, who dared to defy gravity. On windswept hills, figures like Otto Lilienthal and George Cayley strapped themselves into contraptions of wood, wire, and canvas. They ran towards the cliff edges, not in an act of folly, but in a courageous quest for knowledge. Each short, precarious glide, often ending in a rough tumble, was a vital lesson. They were learning the language of the air, understanding the principles of lift, drag, and control, one daring leap at a time. These were the unsung heroes who paved the way. In a humble bicycle shop in Dayton, Ohio, that knowledge found its most dedicated students. Orville and Wilbur Wright were not just mechanics. They were methodical scientists and brilliant engineers. Their workshop was a sanctuary of innovation. Amid the shavings of wood and the smell of grease, they meticulously studied every aspect of flight. They built their own wind tunnel to test wing shapes and debated designs late into the night. They weren't just building a machine, they were solving a puzzle that had stumped humanity for ages, piece by painstaking piece. Their genius was in their persistence, their shared vision, and their unwavering belief that the problem of flight could be solved. Then came the moment that changed the world forever. December 17, 1903, on the cold, sandy dunes of Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, their creation, the Wright Flyer, trembled against the wind. With Orville at the controls, the machine lifted from the ground. It was not a graceful soar, but a sputtering, 12-second hop across the sand, covering just 120 feet. Yet, in that brief moment, history was rewritten. For the first time, a powered, controlled, and sustained flight had been achieved. Humanity was no longer bound to the earth. The dream, once confined to parchment and imagination, had taken flight. The decades that followed saw an explosion of progress. The fragile biplanes of the First World War, dueling in the skies over Europe, were a stark testament to the rapid militarization and advancement of aviation. The frail wood and fabric flyers quickly gave way to more powerful, more resilient machines. Soon, the golden age of aviation dawned, with sleek airliners crossing oceans, shrinking the globe and connecting cultures in ways previously unimaginable. Each new design, from the roaring jet engines of the mid-20th century to the streamlined titans of today, stands on the shoulders of those early pioneers. Today, as we look out the window of a modern jetliner, cruising miles above the earth, we are living the dream of our ancestors. The world they could only imagine from below is now our highway in the sky. As the sun sets on the horizon, painting the clouds in hues of gold and crimson, we are reminded of this incredible journey. It is a story of courage, of intellect, and of the indomitable human spirit's refusal to accept limits. The sky was never the limit. It was only the beginning. Thank you for watching.